Jesus. All right. we're gonna we're gonna do something different here. We're gonna listen to weird ass stories while playing a game. Oh God.
A friend had told me for years about the dark secrets in his past that he can't tell anybody. Eventually he felt comfortable enough to confess, and he really was not exaggerating. When he was young he raped his younger sister.
Okay.
The started talking about how he buried the cat up to its head and then ran it over with a lawnmower.
What?
Legend. That my great uncle likes kids.
Okay.
A colleague confessed that she had sex with her brother throughout her childhood and early adolescence. She also told me she despises her brother's wife because she is in love with her brother and is insanely jealous of his life and kids.
Dang, what
she has never had a relationship and fears she will never be married at a young age, so she stayed with her grandma. But my girl's grandma was a drunk, so she rid of her son.
Oh wow. Everybody's a fucking druggie.
Take care of her. He was about 25 when this happened. As the story goes, he found her covered in blood. She had reconstructive surgery on her vagina from where the guy tore her.
What am I listening to?
She confided all of this in me before I went down on her.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Because she has confidence issues because one side looks. My girl got molested when she was 5 while her uncle scored drugs and nothing was done about it. Oh my God. Please help her seek counseling or something. Sure, they had his description.
Damn.
He never showed up, but my God, the voice on the other end of the line still brings learning self-defense, etc. If I was in another state where I try not to let fear or paranoia run my life, I try to take precautions. Had a good friend of mine tell his crush at a party that he just wanted to cut her ears off and take them with him. But he's a nigga. Sexually assaulted. It was quite disturbing because I used to think of sexual violence as an abstract concept. After I told Bruiser, it was great. Eventually we, somehow, got onto the topic of what he did before he came to England. After a few bruises, English became even more positive, and dude who basically told me the same story. But I gave 4 virgins chlamydia, instantly thought less of this person, God. And that's why he moved away from CA. As a very gullible 9-year-old, I walked around with a burden of knowing a murderer for about a week. A friend of mine confessed that he was molested who would offer to babysit him and his little brother. The babysitter would offer them money to take off their clothes, get their pictures taken and do sexual date was freaking while watching the movie Antichrist. So all she might be able to use to say, knock you out, hammer a ball and chain through your leg, crush your balls and then chop her own clit off with. Time be brazenly open about how he was raped by his cousin when he was 5 or so 12 and how he has been a pedophile since. But it's okay, because he was raped as a child and volunteered his computer to the police and had kiddie pee on it. What? His trial is in March. During the funeral everyone got personal time to say goodbye or whatever and he had sex with it. He cried when he told us. I have no other information. An 18-year-old I had just lived with what he did with Scott. Brother writes in his suicide note that he can't understand how Scott could live with himself after what Scott did to him because he can't live with what he did to Scott. The younger brother hanged himself. Scott tells this whole story to us, then he goes up in fetal position and starts bawling his eyes out.
He just hung his brother. The little brother hung himself?
He did bong hits till spit to make sense. And I broke up with her shortly after because I started worrying that she might use when that person is very physical. He just saw a horse and decided I should kill this horse. He gutted it and everything and he liked it. Out of nowhere my ma tells me my dad drunkenly confessed that he and his cousin. When I was 3, my uncle caught me taking poop out of the toilet with my hands and eating it. This was really only disturbing because of who was involved. The person who told me this gem was my dental hygienist, while she had her hands in my mouth. He's cornered me and demanded that I choose which one of them I want as my boyfriend. LOL. 14 and 15-year-olds are way too old to be doing that crap. Had a couple of 3rd and 4th graders teased and were outed by their classmate joint. I turned around, said anti-lunch to my husband, a lie that day by chance just because.
Operation Cyberpsychosis successfully activated.
Also, I forgot. Let's clap it up for 200 subs. Clap it up. Clap it up, man. If you're not subscribed, you a bitch ass nigga. Oh God.
How do you do that? How do you do that? What the hell is going on?
I feel like I know you. I can't
Thought I did C or something? Stupid. What is he doing? What the fuck is he doing? Bro, this nigga is blunt. What are you doing, kid? I told y'all when I lock in, it's easy. It's easy. It's too easy. I just had to blow some steam real quick. You feel me? Now we can get back into the video.
I had a failing student who wanted to go to med school proposition me. She did get the D, but not the one she wanted. She was a minor model.
Oh, I see what you did there, buddy. Okay.
One day, the comments and had the student tell him what he had just told the teacher. As if this wasn't, the teacher was also reprimanded for even letting a discussion get a shape or form in reciprocation. As a male in the high school, I felt fear. The target on me is incredibly the one. One conversation.
Oh my God!
I thought he was just being nice and friendly. I had a feeling it was just because I was an exchange student and not because it actually happened. We would often chat after class, and he gave me lots of advice even on other classes I was also convinced I was just being nice and neat in a mental.
Bitch ass nigga.
We are now happily
Hold on,
married.
wait.
On the other side,
Fuck out of here.
I had
outta
a
here.
student that would
Oh, why is it all the same
dismissive
fucking
and gave
story?
me some me. Trying to spend
whack.
time alone with an after-school plaything, and they grouped us
What happened to
together
the
and made
bro?
it
What
even
happened to
more
the crazy
awkward.
one?
I has a college professor who married a former
Like, bro,
student.
every
They were
video,
20,
every
25.
story,
He was
why
a
all the
student in
stories
his
teachers
creative
marrying
writing
students?
course
Bro,
and
that's
later
some weird,
got married.
no, that's some weird ass
When
shit.
I was a kid, 5 or 6, one of my dad's students came up to me
Another
and told me
one.
she wanted to be my new mommy and be married to my dad. So that was weird. I was teaching as a
Another
substitute
one.
teacher in a
My nigga.
professional high school where most of the
Let's call him Tom. Appeared. I approached him and started to mess around. I decided it could be a funny idea if I drowned him. Like pull him underwater, then take him out of the water several times. When I stopped with my joke he had really drowned, teachers tried CPR. Didn't work.
Yeah, dumbass nigga, you
It's
killed
been
him,
almost 8 years now and I'm living in a foster home.
bitch.
I deeply regret everything.
Uh-huh.
It feels like
How
I
you
haven't
feel,
slept in
nigga?
years. Whenever I try to close my eyes, I see his face.
Uh-huh,
I
yup.
killed a kid because I wanted to have fun and be cool.
Turn
The
around,
worst
nigga.
thing is that I knew it was wrong. I knew I was being. I tried talking to his family, but they hate me. Of course. I can't explain this to anyone because everyone in my town knows who I am and what I did, so I have nobody to talk with.
Yep, bitch ass nigga.
I,
You wanna drown niggas and shit,
so
bitch ass
here's
nigga.
the deal. I'm a panty thief.
Okay.
I'm always looking for reasons to steal them.
What the fuck?
It's a thrill of getting caught.
Okay.
I absolutely love it. So this level she's
I
very
think I heard
Christian,
this story
married,
before, I'm not gonna
so
lie.
on, to a glimpse of her gym bag. So obviously I start going through it, and behold I find a pink Victoria's Secret thong, heart, heart, heart. My heart jumped out of my chest.
My
Upstairs
heart jumped
with
out of my
pussy
chest.
pieces leaking down my leg.
This
But it
nigga
didn't
got
end there.
aroused.
I ran to the bathroom and put them on. Put my wet panties in my purse. Now I'm sitting at my desk, flushed, dripping wet, and horny wearing her thong. Has anyone else ever stolen anything?
No,
I wanna hear your
no,
stories
no.
too.
I don't want
I
no.
don't know if
Don't
anybody
ask
made
that
it through my
question,
day.
nigga. No.
Hope to hear from you.
No,
Kissing
we're not
face,
hearing. You're not
kissing
hearing from
face.
anybody.
Update
No.
loving all your messages.
No.
Enough loving up votes. I'll replace her thong with my pussy soaked panties.
Oh my goodness.
Heart, heart, heart.
What the fuck?
Second update. Thanks for all the love.
He's
Today,
getting
I
love?
wore her panties again, but today I wore a skirt. It's a shorter skirt, so when I bend over it shows off my panties.
What the fuck?
She was sorting at her desk when I came in to talk to her. As I was
What
walking out,
community is nigga? You're getting love for this?
In front of her, hoping that
What
she would
community
see that
is
they were her
this?
panties. I looked pissed, but he just kept on mocking us. At my lunch break, I heard my boss talk to one of my coworkers right stupid and how no one believed their job. I was furious. Next thing I know, load the fattest chunk of spit I could in my mouth and slowly drop it in and close it as fast as I could. I was already finished eating my meal, so I left the room immediately. Of decorating. I really hated a group of people that I thought were going to be at the dance, so when I got a nosebleed, it gave me the opportunity to intentionally drip the blood into the muffin batter when no one was
Nigga!
looking. When the muffins were tipped, when I overheard a couple people complain about how the muffins tasted funny. Very few were eaten, so the word must have got out that they were gross. No one got sick.
Niggas eating blood muffins.
Never do
Ew.
anything like this ever again. Or no, that's my baby snort. I'm Mexican.
Bro,
and she's
whoever's
really
telling this story is
so,
wicked. What
I
is
gotta
he?
move out quick place
Hey,
before they
to
start
yo,
scratching
man.
my PP really hard.
What?
What would you guys do?
Oh,
I need help. Should
oh,
I tell them via email?
you stole my kill. You
I
know,
don't know.
you're on pay for that.
Help me. Warning for a wall of text. Sorry this is so long. I just have to get it out. The TLDR is basically the title. From late 19 to I found older women in their late 40s/50s through dating sites and just by contacting random strangers through instant messaging. I was never flirty with them, never sexy, nothing like that. But all of the women I emailed with were vulnerable.
Pick it up! Pick up the
A couple
slurp!
of them
He's
were
shooting me out,
unemployed
please!
and living
Pick
with
up the
family.
slurp!
One of them was marginally employed but suffered from poor health. Another was
Freaking
recently
it.
divorced.
And he didn't pick it
Another
up!
was just
Pick
looking for
up the
some sort of
slurp!
adventure in her life. I liked
Pick
the
the
attention.
slurp juice!
I liked always having emails
Oh my
waiting
god!
for me. I demanded.
What are you
I
doing?
told them at the time, but really all it was that I was afraid if I had a male pen pal, he'd eventually realize that he wasn't talking to me. I found out what college he'd gone to during what year.
Oh, that was a dirty shot.
What jobs he had, what countries he had been. I made up historical facts to tell them, which were completely false.
Stupid.
Is this man the charms? Because sometimes she wouldn't believe what I'd said and she would
Try!
I always managed to smooth it over somehow. However, she wanted to talk to me on the phone and worse. She wanted to meet me. In fact, by the end, up with the idea to start taking secret shots of girls so that I could feel as though I'm able to be close to them,
God.
to imagine that they
You're one
want to
of
be
them
close to me,
niggas.
and my loneliness has increased. I decided that I may as well try it.
Yo, there's
since
actually
people
niggas
already
on
hate
Earth
me.
like this, by the way.
The
Like,
first time I did it was I managed to fit a camera in a location that would film the undersides of people as they walked. So I was hoping to get a few glimpses of girls.
where are you going?
The end result was wonderful. They were also beautiful. I am so tired of my partner's depression. It's been 3 years. Every day I come home dreading walking through the door. Whether you are going to be mopey as hell and drag me down with you, or whether you're going to be okay enough for the evening to be tolerable. All it takes one thing to make you start feeling down and spiraling to the I don't feel wanted BS, which I've been there for you through thick and
What is
thin.
this nigga doing?
I've been you the support
hell?
needed, and what do I
Look at
get
your
out of
scar.
it?
You don't need that shit.
Nothing but showing you that I love you and that I'm here for you isn't enough, it seems.
Depressed
You
ass
know what?
nigga.
You aren't valued anymore. You've become someone that all I want to do is kick out of my life. You used to value yourself. Instead, you've become a disease that constantly drags me down
Wait,
after I've had a wonderful
why he
day.
venting like this? Why she venting
Because
like
of course we can't have happiness in our home, can we?
She full
I've
venting
taken
on the
over
internet
almost
about her
everything you do at
depressed
home
ass
on top of
boyfriend.
working
You get-
6 days a week because
Bitch,
you
I don't
just
give a
can't
fuck.
handle being a grown
You gonna break up with him or not? I don't
For
give a fuck
God's
about your
sake,
boyfriend.
you don't have to work. You don't have to cook. You don't have to do anything.
She's still going. Like
You
she
play
she
video
violated
games
this
all day to
dude.
take your mind off
Nigga,
of
why
things,
is your
which
boyfriend?
is fine
This sound
with
like your
me.
arch
And
enemy,
then you
nigga.
have the damn
What
audacity
the
to
hell?
complain.
She completely
I miss you
violated
before
this
we had a
nigga.
kid. For when you actually had a love for life. Not this shell that I come home to every day.
What?
You've become a parasite. But of course
She's
I
still
can't
going.
tell
She's
you
calling
this
a
to
nigga
your
a
face because I
parasite.
have to be your support.
Oh nah.
Get the hell out of my home and come back when you have some self-respect.
Oh,
you don't add
nah.
any value to my life anymore.
Oh.
I don't want you as you are.
Why the fuck you
I'm
going
so tired
crazy?
of trying. Congrats.
Damn.
You've made yourself into what you believe you are. I gave my
God,
girlfriend meds so she would have diarrhea and not be
gotta-
able to go to a sketchy party with a creepy guy in it.
Wait,
She was
can I
gonna go
can
to
I
a
recover
party
from
with
that
her
first
friends.
video first?
This was back when I was 22.
He just said
I am 28
he
now.
intentionally gave his girl
Her
diarrhea.
friends
Or
were 2
what?
girls and 3 guys. The guys were douchebag frat. Not only that, but this was at a warehouse which often had sketchy parties in Bushwick, Brooklyn. Last time I was there, There were literally people doing dangerous substances in the back room.
Oh, you went to one of them Diddy parties.
And she had this medication she tried to take, but apparently it gave her the poops. She said she tried it 4 times. Every single time she diarrhea within an hour or 2.
Okay, so like you ain't think to fucking stop?
Stomach and I just decided to slip the medication into her drink. I knew it was a bad idea, but I still did it. And voila, she got stomach cramps.
Voila.
And got diarrhea.
Voila. She started shitting her ass
out.
Like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Turns out, when my husband goes out at night, all he does is go into the yard where the trash cans are, rummages around, and fishes out a dirty diaper from our child, opens it, and just stands there smelling it. It seems to only be the ones that our son has pooped in.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I've seen him toss back ones that presumably only have been peed in and look for a dirtier orate. And then he just stands there, taking this deep contented breaths in of our child's excrement. For ages. The sad thing is, he looks so happy when he's doing it too. I've watched him from the window
Sniffing
for weeks
your
now,
child's
just
diapers,
standing out there,
shit stains,
sniffing with this
gives you
huge grin on his
joy?
face, and then rummaging in the
Holy
corner,
shit!
thinking I was asleep.
Why is this?
He must have got a bit too close to the diaper when he was sniffing our son's business, because when he got into bed with me I could smell
Why is this
something.
bush so good?
I opened my eyes and nose.
Bro, can I just take your bush
felt
off? That's all I wanna do.
disgusted. My husband, but this freaks the hell out of me.
God.
I'm too scared to confront him. Everyone in my life keeps pressuring me.
How
to
does he
lose
still
weight.
have it on?
They don't know I make my. Was the fat girl in middle school. I was the fat girl in high school. I'm a fat girl in college. It's always been there. I've been on every diet program you can imagine.
She still has the bush on.
Around for myself. Most of the world may cringe and disgust at my body, but there are a lot of people out there who love it. It started off with me being broke. My body type was slightly odd. I had a very fat stomach and large thighs. And I described my body.
Catch me up on the story. I wasn't listening. What
I
happened?
said a few body shots when they were street. I'm a fat girl on camera these days. I can make upwards of $100
Fat
for 2 to
bitch.
3 hours of work.
You fat?
If you do that every
Fat
day,
ass.
it adds up after a while. On
Fat
top
ass
of the
girl.
money I make at
Oh,
my
I heard
day
she was
job.
talking about she was the fat girl in
No
middle
one
school.
knows. I've gotten comfortable
Fat-ass
making
bitch.
it can be hard. People are not always nice. I've been torn down a lot.
I don't know
of
people are
years,
not always
but
nice.
with
I'm
people
one of
like
them,
that are
bitch.
doing paying money to see me.
Wow.
They're willing to pay money to see all the rolls and bulges I've been ashamed of my whole life. I
Ugh.
know I should quit.
Y'all attracted to
I should
rolls
try
and
to get
bulges?
healthy. Most of all, though, people tell me I'm beautiful. I know it's not
They're
real,
capping.
and most of
They're
those men
capping.
would not be caught dead with. I can't help it though. I like the money, and most importantly, I feel desire. I'm not attracted to my fat husband. We have been together for 7 years now. Married for the last 2. He has always been a big. He hasn't lost much weight since we've been together, even though he talks about needing to all the time. Whenever he
Call him a
touches me,
fat
I
ass
dry
nigga
right
and tell
up.
him to get in the
But on a
fucking
different level, he's my soul. I'm tired of having to look for embarrassing sizes and nothing.
I don't
ever
give a
fitting
fuck.
right.
Tell that
I
nigga to
never
get in the
checked
fucking
men out
gym
on
or
the
we're
street
leaving.
before I met
I'm
him.
leaving. You're gonna be single.
I was
Fat ass nigga, I don't want you no
graduated
more.
from an
You're
East
fat.
Coast University with my
Tell him.
bachelor's. Since a few months after my graduation,
What the fuck am I playing this game? 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 What the fuck am I can I hit up the full pace?
And his character fall on his day.
Her character fall on his days. Playing this game. How the fuck is you playing this game if you do not know how to go motherfucking rank? What the fuck is you playing this game? Sure, I want a weapon, you motherfucking sight. What the sniper is hitting your head and you lucky as hell cause that shit was a blank. Shorty tryna come forward while I'm playing the game, but I can't get that pussy so stank. So I'm dropping the 20 today. Nigga call me the house in Lule. Cause I'm lagging, I hit a full pace. And his character fall on his days. I got 2 pumps and I feel like my helmet, I'm hitting up with the 2 piece.